Alright guys, I have the cube scrambled now. I'm going to start by solving the first layer edges. You just follow along if you have a cube of your own, and try to do the same thing as me. It doesn't matter how the cube is scrambled at all. It's just we're just trying to accomplish one step at a time, and that's it. So just look for certain conditions, and then we'll do certain things. Now I'm gonna try to solve the white edges first, just the edge pieces that are only two colors on them. The two color pieces that have white included in them. That's it. I don't care what goes on with the corners. I don't care if there's a corner already where it needs to be. It doesn't matter to me. I'm not to that point yet. First step. I only care about the edges here, okay? So there are different situations you're going to have here. Now you might have white already up here, but just because you see white up here doesn't necessarily mean it's in the correct location. It has to be the same color on the side, and I'll get to that point in a second. I don't currently have anything on the top or on the white layer right now as far as edges are concerned, so I'll have to, when I get to that, I'll intentionally put the white in the wrong spot and show you, hey, this just because you see white on top doesn't mean it's that doesn't mean it's on the right spot. There's a very specific place that each of these white edges is going to go. You got to keep that in mind. It doesn't just go in any. You can't just put it on the white face somewhere and call it good. That's not how it works. All right, so. Next, you might have it on the side, like so. One of the not white but not yellow side. Any of these sides here doesn't matter. So, like right here, I have a white piece right here. This is the ideal spot. If it's not already in the white side, on the white face, now I would call this the up face, but I'm gonna just make it easy because, like I say, I want to explain this in a more visual and comprehensive way, and not just do these algorithms. Okay, you can go to other websites or watch other YouTube videos if you just want to learn how to do the algorithms. But I'm going to teach you the visual and why you're trying to do it. But if you don't already have white up on top where you need it, the ideal place to be is either on the sides right here, or on somewhere on the yellow face. If it's on the top like this white and green piece is here, that's not such, that's less ideal, I would say, than having it on the left or the right side over here on the second layer, or in the second layer, as I would call it. Now, this is another ideal way. Some people will teach this method too. I have seen someone actually say to put all the white edges on the yellow face and then turn the yellow face as you need. That's one way you can do it. That's not the way I do it. It takes extra moves to sometimes. Like if you can move it to the yellow, you can move it to the white. Now let's say like this one here, for example, like the white and blue face, or the white and blue edge piece right here. Okay, that specifically goes in this spot, nowhere else, because see, I got the white centerpiece. Okay, the center pieces, they don't move. Let me see if this lighting changes with the light off. Okay, the center pieces never change. They always stay a certain way in orientation to each other. So blue is always going to be oriented the same way relative to white, and so on. They don't change no matter what you do with the cube. That always these six faces always stay the same. Is just try to keep the cube facing you the same way as much as you can when you're do a lot of this. But right now since we're just trying to solve the edges, you can rotate the whole cube, but it's generally a bad practice to rotate the whole cube when you're trying to understand this. So just keep that in mind. All right. Now, this will be the easiest one to learn right here, okay? Since blue's already set up, the white's already facing up. All I have to do is rotate it right up. And now the blue is right now the white's where it needs to be. Okay, problem is, like I said, this is not in the right spot. Okay, so if I turn the cube like this, if this color does not match up with the face that it's on, that's not in the right location. So that's what I'm saying. You can't just put a white cross in here and say you're good. No, it's not good. This color has to match that color here. It doesn't. So once I'm there now, because I need the blue face, okay, the blue face is over here. So I'm just going to rotate my white so that the blue side is matched up with the blue face. Now that's in the right location. So I got white and then blue. Okay, now I can work on another piece here. Okay, I have a red piece, a white and red piece that's already in position here. Now, I could come up like this, but here's the problem. That's the green face, not the red face. So I'm going to come back. And now there's different methods you can use to do that. Now you can come down, so that it's in the, so the red is down here, and rotate it one more time, and then rotate up like that to get to the red face. But what I do, I mean, like I say, sometimes I might do that. Sometimes I'll do this other way. So I know that specifically this piece I want in that specific position right there, nowhere else. So, okay. Right. Okay, yeah, that's what I did. I was trying to figure out what I did with my white and red piece there for a second. Rotated it too far. Okay, so I don't want my red piece to go right here. I want it to go right here, because my red face is back here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate this edge piece to the side that the red's going to go in. Because see, if the red comes up like that, it'll end up right there. So if I rotate the top face over so that where I need the red piece to go, that edge piece is where the red piece needs to go, because obviously I don't care about this one. When I'm doing this, I mean, if I'm trying to put this piece in place, I might already have a piece that's already solved right there. So that's part of the theory. I don't want to do more steps than I need to as well. So I can throw something out if I need to, but now, like I say, if I already have a piece in here, let's say in this case it would be the white and green side. If I already had it in place there, I wouldn't want to disrupt it if I don't absolutely need to. So that's another reason why I would do this. So rotate this so that the edge, where the side that that belongs to the red side is where it is in position. Now bring your white and red piece up to the side, up into the white layer. And once it's there, you bring this, the top face back where you found it. So now your blue face, your white blue piece that you had already finished is back where it belongs. And then the white and red, now you have white and red. So, see, white, red. Still white and blue. And we'll work on the next couple pieces here. Let's see where, okay. Now, see, both of these are on the sides here, which is ideal. I'm going to intentionally put it in the wrong spot, though, in a different spot, so you have another understanding of this. Which one of these? Okay. So see, I got white and orange over here. Okay, I can go ahead and rotate this just so you have so you know what to do if it's in the bottom where it's on the yellow side. Otherwise, right now the easy thing would be for me to just bring this edge over to here, just like I just showed you with the white red piece. That'd be the simple process, but I need to teach you what to do if you have other conditions. So I'm gonna go ahead and do an extra step and take this piece, you see, I can move this right down to the yellow layer, so white's on the yellow side, without disrupting anything that's already been worked here. So now in that step here, in that phase here, as like I said, I got the white on yellow. That's fine. Orange, all you have to do is find the orange face. The orange face is over here on this side, so I'm going to rotate it so that it's the orange lines up with orange. Now, once you're at that point, then you know that the white piece goes right there. All you have to do is rotate this orange face 180 degrees, and then now your white orange piece is exactly where it needs to be. See, so you got three of the edge pieces done now. That's white and orange. Okay, remember again, white edge with white center, orange edge with white orange center. If it doesn't look like this, you're in the wrong place. Okay, same thing there. I got white and blue edges in the right spot, and then the white and red in the right spot. So last part we need to do is the white and green, which appears to be right here. Now, this is actually good because there are different ways I can go about this too. The way I like to think about doing it is, remember, this, we don't care what goes on with it. You know, well, right now it's where it needs to be, but it's oriented the wrong way. So this is a great thing to figure out here. Like I said, you cannot install this the right way in the correct orientation if it's not either in this position or that position, basically in the second layer, or if it's down here on the yellow side. I mean, if the white's not in that side there. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate it this way. As you see here, I have this side here I don't care about. So if I move it up here, I'll throw out a piece that is already where it needs to be. So I don't necessarily want to do that. There are times where you do have to temporarily move stuff out of the way and then move it back, but I don't need to do that here. So I already have this this white oriented the way it needs to be oriented. So now all I have to do is bring this edge that is over here in the spot it was just in back to where it's going to end up. Because see, to bring it up, I need to come up like that. So instead of moving this white piece out of its position, I can move this, move the top face or the up face over to it, and then bring it up. And now the white's on here. And now I have a cross, but as you see, I gotta, you know, my colors are not right. So all I have to do is move this back where I found it. Because remember, I moved this counterclockwise the first time so I could put the green and white face and edge in there. And then once I'm done, I move this back where I found it, and it's yeah, and it's all good. Okay, so now this is the conclusion of this part of the video, where now you'll see white and green, white and orange is correct, white and blue is correct, and white and red is correct. So once you have this condition, you are done with this step, and we'll move on to the next one. And I'll do on the next video. I'm gonna break these up in little chunks, so that way you can keep referring back to the same one you're working on, and and have an easier time finding your way around. Okay, so in summary, remember to solve the edges, if you're trying to solve the white side first, put the white here, or in the yellow side on the yellow face somewhere. That's where you need it to be to complete it, to put it where it needs to be on the white. Now, if it's on the top or bottom on a side face here, then you're going to have to rotate this face somehow. But remember, when you're rotating it, be aware of what you're messing with up here. Ideally, you want to move something that is, you move stuff here that you don't care about. Don't move. Try not to move pieces that are already where they need to be, unless you're just temporarily moving it and knowing that you're exactly what you're going to do with moving it back. So now and then you'll see here, this is how that's different now between just learning the algorithm and learning the concept of what you're trying to accomplish. All right, that's it. I'm going to move on now to the Jessica method now, or the first two, solving the first layer corner, which are the white corners, and the second layer that doesn't have the edges that don't have either white or yellow on them. All right, that'll be the next video here.